We had to convince the city to install a traffic light on Satakoy Street to manage all the vehicles going into and out of the facilities. No matter how big we grew, George and I ran OPI like the family business it was. In fact, if I had to describe our company culture and our leadership styles, I'd say all 700 of us were one big crazy family, with George and me, the Papa Bear and Mama Bear, loosely presiding over a madcap family reunion. We all worked hard, but the atmosphere was warm, fun, and often hilarious. On any given day, you'd find George, in his trademark crazy suspenders and painted nails, laughing at the top of his lungs as he headed out the door to catch a plane. Or me, pacing the halls, muttering to myself as I thought my way through another collection. Coming through the door were the sales reps, the foot soldiers of our operation, returning with real-time news and reviews from the salon owners. Turn a corner and you'd see the R&D team in their crisp white lab coats, testing out a new finish. In a conference room, you'd find brand managers hammering out a new concept, and the second they got it, the fastest guy was off to alert a member of the marketing team. Head to the break room, and there were the factory workers, coming in for coffee and some of the homemade brownies a receptionist brought in. It was a circus every day, full of good food and hilarity and high energy. Neither George nor I wanted to work at a job that felt like drudgery, or at a business that operated like a corporate machine. We wanted to look forward to going to work and to engage in work that was both meaningful and fun. We knew our employees wanted the same things. So we quite deliberately fostered an environment of collegiality, respect, and equality, all within a warm family atmosphere. At OPI, there was no such thing as an executive team and everyone else. George and I believed in the fundamental equality and inherent worth of all workers, and we treated them all as equals. We all had our roles to play, and each job was just as important as any other. So even at our largest, we remained a flat organization, with no hierarchies and layers of bureaucracy to navigate. This allowed us to make things happen quickly if we needed to, and it sent a clear signal that every employee was equally valuable. We also maintained an open-door policy. Any OPI employee was welcome to drop in anytime for whatever reason. Suggestion, idea, complaint, request, or if they just wanted to chat, they could, and did, bring it all. If an employee had a better idea than we did, we implemented it immediately and gave credit where credit was due. All of this worked because we hired good people who were as dedicated to OPI's vision as we were. OPI was never a place where you'd drop whatever you were doing at 5 p.m. and make a break for the door. Everyone finished the task at hand, tidied up their workspace, and left to begin again the next morning. If someone needed to come in on Saturday to finish, they did so voluntarily. I really came to love the OPI family as my own. Over the years, we went through it all together. Births, deaths, marriages, buying homes, graduations, divorces, sending kids to college, sickness, recovery, and eventually retirement. We loved to promote from within, and many people made OPI their lifelong careers. The genuine love between us, and the dreams we made come true for so many, is what I am most proud of when I look back over a 37-year career. As OPI became more successful, we rewarded our employees commensurately, adding more benefits as we were able. At the end of the day, your organization is only as good as its people, and we did whatever we could to invest in our employees. We really believed in them, and there was such mutual respect among all of us. We introduced profit sharing and provided employees with 401k plans. We offered no-interest, long-term loans for employees buying their first home or car. We set up scholarships for employees' children and gave them computers and printers if they maintained at least a B average. True to our lifelong obsession with food, we built a cafeteria that offered subsidized meals. In addition to good food, the cafeteria provided an informal meeting place where people could relax and chat, and come together. The cafeteria is still operating.